Trevor lives at the vicarage orchard, and he loves to sit and watch the trains go past. One morning Edward came to see him.
"Hello, Trevor,"
said Edward.
"Oh, hello, Edward. What's the matter, Trevor?" "Oh, I'm just fed up. I haven't been out in a long time, and I haven't had any jobs to do, and I need a new coat of paint, and I'm all rusty. I would do anything for a nice run." "Don't worry, Trevor. I'll see what I can do."
And Edward set off.
"I wish there was some way I could help him,"
he said to his driver.
"Yes, exactly. If only the Fat Controller could find some work for him to do."
Then Edward saw the Vicar of Walesworth at the station.
"Hello, Edward. You look glum a bit."
Edward told him about Trevor.
"Oh dear," said the vicar. "I've been so busy lately, I have forgotten about him."
"I will go and see him later, Edward." Later that day, the vicar came to see Trevor.
"Trevor, I've been so busy lately, I forgot about you. How could I be so selfish? So I phoned Jim Cole, and tomorrow he's going to take you out."
Trevor was delighted.
"Oh, thank you. That would be lovely."
And the next morning, Jim Cole came. "Hello, Trevor. Long time no see, old friend." And then Trevor set off. "I've missed you, Trevor," said Jim Cole.
"I've missed you too," said Trevor, "and it's great to have a nice run."
Then he was stopped by a lorry. "Trevor, you need to go down the road, turn left, go through Tidmouth, go up the motorway, and then turn right again, and then you'll be where you belong."
"Where's that?"
"Why, the scrapyard, of course."
Just ignore him, Trevor. Then Edward arrived at Walesworth Station.
"Hello, Edward,"
said Trevor.
"What's wrong, Trevor?"
Trevor told him about what the lorry said.
"Oh, just ignore them, Trevor." "But it's true. Look at me. I'm like something that belongs in the scrapyard." "I get teased by the other engines all the time about being scrapped, and I continually have to prove myself to Gordon and the other big engines. You're a traction engine, and that makes you very, very special, and would make cars and lorries very, very jealous."
That made Trevor feel much better.
"Thank you, Edward,"
he said happily. At last they returned back at the orchard. "We're going to go out again tomorrow," said Jim Cole.
"That would be lovely," said Trevor.
The next day, the Fat Controller had finished having lunch with the Thin Controller and had just left. As the Fat Controller was leaving, he didn't know that there was oil leaking from his engine. Then the engine started making a funny noise, and his car just stopped on the level crossing.
"Oh bother, me car's an oil leak. Better phone the signalman to warn the engines. Tell you, out of all places you can break down, you have to break down in the middle of the level crossing."
Then Gordon came up with the express.
"Oh great, now the express is gonna be late," said Gordon crossly. "I know, I can't do anything about it," said the Fat Controller crossly.
Then Diesel came up as well.
That oil from your car smells lovely,"
he said. Is it an oil leak you have?
Of course it's an oil leak, Diesel.
Why don't you release the car's brakes and push it off the crossing?
What do you think I am? And besides, my doctor has forbidden me to push.
Then what about if my driver and Gordon's driver and fireman and you push the car?
But there's oil behind the car. We would slip and fall. Oh, this day just gets better and better. Sir, I don't mind to keep going on, but the express can't wait.
If only I could help you, sir, said Terence, but my driver's away having his lunch. Just then, Trevor came up.
Have you broken down, Sir Topham?
Can we do anything to help?
Only if you could get my car off the crossing.
Just then, Trevor had an idea.
Jem, do you see that farm over there? Go in and ask the farmer if he has a rope, and then we could pull Sir Topham Hatt's car off the crossing.
That's a great idea, said Jem. I will go and ask.
Let's hope he gets one,
said Trevor. Gordon was amazed.
I would never have thought it, but Trevor is a very clever Injun.
Don't underestimate Trevor. He may look old-fashioned and all that, but he's very, very smart. Soon Jem returned.
I got one. Well done. Now put one end of the car and tie the other end to me, and then I will pull the car off the crossing.
So Jem Cole tied one end of the rope to the Fat Controller's car, and then tied the other end to Trevor.
Are you ready? Here we go,
said Trevor. And with a mighty puff, he pulled the Fat Controller's car off the crossing. And then the trains were able to continue on their journeys.
Trevor, thank you ever so much. Is there any way I can ever repay you? Well, could you find some work for me to do? I would do anything you want me to do. It's very boring sitting in the orchard all day. Well, I need some work done at the harbour, Trevor, and then after that, I'm sure I'll find more things for you to do, so you're going to have a very busy year, Trevor.
Trevor was delighted.
That would be wonderful. Now, sir, there's one more thing I need to do.
So Trevor went to the garage and told Butch about the Fat Controller's car.
We will go and get the car straight away, and it will be mended in no time, said Butch. Trevor, I hear you helped the Fat Controller yesterday, and you're also going to the harbour, but there's just one problem. You can't go to the harbour without a new coat of paint, and that's why Edward is coming, and he's going to take you to the works. Oh, thank you, said Trevor.
Soon Edward arrived, and Trevor was on a flat truck.
Are you ready, Trevor?
I sure am, said Trevor. And they set off.